Hi, how are you? I hope you're well. Welcome to Mel's Musings. So, in continuing with the theme of the questions for today, I've been walking for a while now. It's really early, and considering these questions has been quite enlightening for me, so I'm going to pass it on to you now. What is the most courageous thing I've done? And how did it make you feel? Well, do you know what? This took me way back. This took me back to school. And the things I thought about all came rushing in as to what did I consider to be courageous in my life. And remember, this is going to be very different for each one of us. One of the things was actually going into school. I was very nervous at school. And then as time went on, I think I was probably just in the junior school, was facing down the bully. He'd slapped me in front of the class and my face was stinging so much and I wanted to cry. So I was only probably about 11, 12. And I said to him, "Does that make you feel a big man slapping a little girl?" And then I walked out and I went to the toilets and then cried my eyes out. But that has helped me throughout my life in realizing that standing up to something you feel is wrong does not mean an absence of fear. Courage is feeling that fear and doing it anyway, as that lovely book says. Another thing I thought about was when I did a fire walk. Wow, was I nervous doing that, and I was determined I wasn't going to do it. All through the day of preparation, I was determined I was not going to do the fire walk. And then as I stood in front of this scalding hot, very long path of hot coals, I then got this feeling of such peace within me, and I did it. And so I think of that sometimes when I'm feeling unsure and needing to go into that place of take a breath and falling into that place of deep trust within me. And then I thought of recently, and actually one of the most courageous things I've ever done, and maybe these other things have helped me throughout my life, is starting my own business, in becoming self-employed. That was huge, and that can still be scary. The uncertainty of knowing where the next bit of money is coming from, or getting up every day knowing that it's all depends on me. There's no timeline, there's no clocking in, there's nobody else to say, come on, we've got to get up and get ready for work. There is only me. Has to motivate me, come up with ideas, present the ideas, create the ideas, be the marketing department, sales department, be the therapist, be the celebrant. Create every step of the way is down to me, and that continues to be an act of courage that I step up and do every day, when it could be easy to stay under the covers or just walk all day and avoid something. But you know what makes it so amazing is that it's my sense of purpose, that I love it, that it feels so much a part of me. It's not what I do, it's who I am. And that definitely helps. And maybe it's every other act of courage that I've done throughout my life that has helped me to get to this point. I was thinking that sometimes it was an act of courage just getting up and going to work, and maybe you can relate to that. Sometimes it was leaving something, can be the act of courage. When I first took on Dory, that was an act of courage because I didn't know whether I was strong enough to be able to support a dog that came with so much baggage that I was told she came with. And that was an act of courage. So I put it to you now. What is the most courageous thing you've done? And how did it make you feel? Let me know, will you? Put it in the comments if you feel courageous enough to do so. And you see, your words inspire others who see it. we're then a team, we're then a group who help each other. So let me know. And I've just remembered one of the other courageous things I did. I was terrified of ever letting my voice out there. So just being here talking to you was a big act of courage. Singing, I would never sing anywhere. And so when I sang to you, that was a huge act of courage. It's funny, as I've now opened that door, I can now feel very courageous. And I'm going to carry on my walk now, the smile on my face, and bravely face the day. So let me know, what courageous acts have you done that made you feel courageous? And I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.